Back with another Money Moves. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back, Wendy Lee. How are you doing?
Amazing.
Fantastic.
What
Fantastic.
do
I
you,
love
what
that.
do you
I'm doing
think?
amazing as well.
Yeah,
So today we're talking about some exciting stuff. Taxes. Yes.
it's
Everybody loves
everybody's
paying
favorite
taxes.
subject. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody loves paying taxes. I talk about it all the time. No, not at all, right? I don't mind paying my fair share, but what is my fair share? It's in the tax code called the Internal Revenue Code, IRC. It's about 3,000 pages. But a lot of people get some bad information out there, especially those of us in the working class, middle America, middle class, call it whatever you will. I like to call it middle America. And the problem is a lot of us think we're doing the right thing because we heard it from X, Y, or Z. And actually, it may be a little bass Ackwards if you get my drift. And so we're going to talk about that today. So if you want to save more money in your taxes, listen up. Make sure you click that subscribe button, hit that share button too, and let your friends know we're about to get started. And we're going to talk about a tax strategy that'll save you literally thousands. All right. So I was getting a little skipping there. I hope it's not a technology thing on my side, but we'll find out. But anyway, we're going to talk about taxes. So Wendy, I know you love paying taxes, right? You talk about it all the time. Was that an accurate statement? No, not at all.
It's like seriously the most, it's getting better, but the most stressful thing to deal with, especially, yeah. If you don't have the right money people around you, it's very stressful.
Exactly. And that, build your money team. You need a good tax person. And let me start off by that too. I want to let you know, this is for educational purposes. I'm not giving you tax advice, right? The attorneys always make me disclose that stuff. But this is more educational, and it's really kind of make you go, right? Think about what's really going on. Because we're given a set of guidelines when it comes to taxation in middle America, just like we are with income streams, right? Go out, get a good degree or education, whether it's a trade or, you go to college, start making some money, spend less than you earn, and save your money. And where do most people in middle America, middle income, where are they putting their money away when they have a job? What do they do?
401k.
401k. And if you're self-employed, you probably have an accountant or a bookkeeper telling you, hey, we need to save money on taxes. You need to put more money in your SEP IRA, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our IRA too. Well, the challenge with that, and this is what we're talking about today, the challenge with that is really looking at the tax strategy tied to it, right, Wendy?
Yep.
So, what is that tax strategy? Well, it's pretty simple. It's either pre-tax or post-tax. And we hear a lot of things, from, I used to have a financial planner before I actually got into this field, right? And that's what he said, the more money you put away, the less you can pay in taxes. And there's limits on how much you can put away in your pre-tax accounts, whether it's a 401k or a SEP IRA. It's a big limit, but there still is a limit. But what it does, the idea is, okay, for 2023, for example, if my income is at 150,000, for an example, right, and I put 30,000 into my SEP IRA, or I max out my 401k or whatever the case may be, I don't have to pay taxes on that in 2023, do I?
Right.
So my tax
sounds like a great deal.
Yeah, my tax bill, it may be taking me down to a lower tax bracket, right? And so the percentage of taxes I pay on the rest of the money is at a lower percentage too. So they're not really lying to us. I mean, yeah, you save money on your taxes in 2023. But again, what happens, this money goes out, and this is what I want everybody to think about, right? And maybe let's not talk about money or 401k or anything like that. Let's talk about planting seeds, right? I talk about money seeds all the time. A lot of people spend their money or eat their money, or their seeds before they plant it. But if you plant it, like in an IRA, 401k, or all the other numerous types of growth strategies, wealth strategies out there, real estate, whatever, it's going to 10x, 5x, or whatever the case may be by the time you need it down the road. So let's say, easy math, let's say I buy $100 worth of seed. Okay. And I know that $100 bag of seed is going to 10x down the road for me. Okay. So we go down, and now my $100 bag of seed has turned into a $1,000 crop. Okay, so $100, $1,000. Well, if I'm going to pay taxes at 20% on that seed or that crop, which one would you pick? And I'm asking the viewers out there, I want you guys to really think about this. So I've got $100 times 20% or $1,000 times 20%. You get to pay one of them. Which one would you want to pay?
100.
Of course, right? Because $100 times 20% is what? $20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do that all day long. Why would I want to wait to pay $200 when I could pay $20 and get it out of the way? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now take that same logic and apply it to your 401k or your 403b or your IRA. What are we doing?
Saving money today to spend it more later.
Yeah. So like I said, you do save taxes down the road, right? You save taxes you save taxes in the year you're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not really saving taxes over your lifespan. And that's really what you need to look at whenever you're building wealth. You've got to have a big picture view of what's going on. You know, I'm not going to spend $200 to save $20 today. Why the hell would I ever do that? Right.
Right.
You know,
I think the only logic people have for that is, well, I think I'm going to make more down the road and I'll be able to afford it easier then. Like take less of it, you know, a hit today, have a harder hit tomorrow. But we see how that goes every day, right? With people that they think that they're just going to put off the hard, right?
Well, and it's kick the can down the road, right? And the thing you think about is you look at, okay, we're told things like, okay, well, first of all, when you retire, you know, if you wait to 65, 67, 70, whatever the age you're going to retire is, you know, you basically quit your job, right? That's what retirement is. I quit working. Okay. So I have no income coming in. Now I get it. Some of you have passive streams of income, and that's a whole other conversation. But you're not going to be in a situation where, okay, now I can pay more in taxes because I have more money. No, you have less money. You're going to pay it out of your asset that you created over the next, 10, 20, 30 years. Right. Mm-hmm. So looking at that, it's like, okay, wait a minute. So I quit my job. Now I'm going to start paying taxes. Well, we're told things, and this is where I get frustrated at traditional advisors. I'm going to lean in on this one a little bit. You'll need less money in retirement. You won't need as much money during your retirement years. What a crock of BS. Okay, let's think about that.
Pay cut when you have all the time in the world, right?
I mean, seriously, and that's what I tell people. It's like, okay, well, retirement is like, you look at your week today, right? What's the most expensive day of the week? Well, typically it's Saturday. Why? Because I'm off work, running errands, doing stuff, having fun, going to play golf, going out to dinner with friends, whatever the case may be, right? That's what retirement is. Every day's a Saturday, right? Every day's a Saturday. And so not that you're going to be going and playing golf every day or things like that, but you're going to want to do stuff. Mm-hmm. And like you just said, I'm not going to take a big pay cut. I've been working my butt off for 30 plus years. And all of a sudden now I'm going to take a pay cut and sit and watch the grass grow and think that this is what it's meant to be and go fishing every day. I mean, don't get me wrong. Fishing's fun, but I don't want to do it every day. I want to go see the world, man. I want to go see my friends and do stuff that I couldn't do because I was working all the time.
Right? Exactly.
Not to mention, people typically don't get healthier in their older age, right? When they retire, they're usually dealing with more medical costs, things like that. Plus, like I said, you do the travel and things like that, but you've also got that other thing of, I bet things are going to be a little more expensive than they are today. That's typically what happens. I know 3 years ago, eggs did not cost $8.99 a dozen. That was 3 years ago. Yeah, exactly. So they're not going to go down. They're going to go up in price. Well, I'll have chickens. That's great. Have a gentleman farm, whatever you want to do. But my point is generally things are going to go up. So you're going to be less healthy. So you're going to have more medical costs. You're going to spend more because you're going to be out doing stuff. Plus you've got inflation and things like that. So a dollar bill is not going to buy what it buys today. Okay. So you're going to have to pull out more money. So if I wait to pay the $200 down the road, I'm going to pay more of my asset in taxes, plus everything's going to cost more. So I still may be in a higher tax bracket. Here's the other, or the same tax bracket. So here's the other thing, and this goes back to taxes, that we're talking about. Ask yourself this question. Do you think tax rates are going to stay the same 20 years from now than they are today? Are they going to go up? Are they going to go down? What do you think? And comment below. If you're on YouTube, I want to see the comments, or Facebook, or whatever you're watching this on. Comment below. I want to hear what you think. But Wendy, I'm going to ask you, what do you think is going to happen?
No, they're going to go up. No brainer. It's going up. And it's already like seeing, we've read some books on this and run numbers on this, already seeing people, you could have $1 million in your 401k, but when you start pulling that out and you have to take certain distributions and the taxes on that, like you're not, that's not your money. Half that money's going to the dang government. And I don't want to trust, going back to your crop, analogy, your seeds. That's, the other part of that is I'm buying the seeds now, but I'm letting you tell me how much my crop you're going to take later. I don't even know.
No,
you
you don't.
as much as you want.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That would be like you and I going into business together and saying, hey, let's start a business together, Wendy. I'm going to go ahead and, we're going to have this agreement, and a portion of this is going to be mine. I don't know how much. I don't want it today. I'll tell you in 20 years what percentage of the company I want. Are you going to do that?
Yeah, bullcrap. No.
No way in hell would you do that. But yet we blindly as sheeple walk down that, it's a 401k. I'm saving money on taxes. Let's do this. And we have no concept of what's going to happen down the road. Okay. So folks, wake up, America. This is what's going on with most people's retirement. Everything they've got is going into pre-tax. You're maxing out your 401k. Now, don't get me wrong. I love 401ks up to the company match. Whatever percentage they match you, grab it. But everything else, you want to look to put it in other post-tax events or post-tax growth strategies. There's a lot of them out there. Roth is what everybody knows, but there are like a bunch more of them. Some of them have no limits, right? There's a thing called Alert. If you're curious about that, let me know. But you can put as much as you want in that. I've got people putting $10,000 a month in a post-tax growth strategy that's protected from taxes down the road. So again, this is the stuff that you want to kind of ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Because here's the big thing. It's not how much money you actually grow. It's how much of that money you actually get to keep. Yep. And if you're doing all pre-tax, you're going into a financial arrangement with the IRS, by the way, which I don't know about you. I'm not really excited about their trustworthiness. Let's just say that. But you don't know what percentage they're going to take from you. This is why the government allows you to put so much more money into a pre-tax growth strategy as opposed to a post-tax growth strategy, right? Look at the Roth limitations, $6,000 per person per year, right? It's not really going to get you where you need to go to from a retirement standpoint. It's a good ad, but what else can I do that is post-tax that I can put money in? Because here's the deal. I'm employed. I'm making money. I would rather pay the tax today at a rate that I know is lower than it's going to be in the future. And I know it, right? As opposed to, well, we'll hope it all works out down the road. I've saved $1 million because that 401k or that IRA that you have, whatever number you see in there, that is not all yours. At least 20 to 25, 30% of that is the U.S. government's, period. End of story. You take all the risk, they get 30% cut. Okay. That's the truth and reality of those pre-tax growth strategies. Again, love the 401k.
Sounds great. Sign me up.
I know, right? No, don't get me wrong. I love the 401k up to the match, but any penny over the match, you need to be looking at somewhere else, right? Yeah. So I want people to wake up on that because that tax strategy is something that comes up quite a bit because people don't even think about it. Because go ahead. I'm sorry.
Everyone we talk to that has a company that works a W-2 job is putting money in their 401k that we talk to, which great that they're saving, right? But none of them that I can't recall one person we've ever talked to, and we talked to a lot of people in doing, mapping out their wealth that they realize this, right? Like that they have let this sink in. And so, we talked to somebody a couple of weeks ago who's putting way more than the match in their 401k. And until you know this stuff, until somebody breaks it down to these simple terms, you think you're doing the right thing. And it kind of breaks my heart how many people I see relying on a 401k as their only retirement option.
It's part of the financial machine. Okay. It's part of the financial machine that's set up against the working class. And we get bombarded with pre-tax, save your money, save money on taxes this year, save money on taxes this year. And we just smile and nod. Okay, well, that must be the right. But you've got to stop for a minute and analyze the big picture. Again, going back to the 50,000 foot level of, okay, I am saving taxes on this year, but do I really think I'm going to need less money in retirement? And the reality is No, most people don't have, the majority of people in America don't have nearly enough for retirement. They
Mhm.
refinance their house. The majority of their homes are not free and clear. You may know the one per, oh yeah, well, my Nana back in the day. And what your grandparents did does not apply today. They had pensions, don't exist anymore unless you're a government employee, right? Oh, they had Social Security. Okay, good luck, especially for you millennials out there. Good luck on that one, right?
Mhm.
So you're really left up to your own devices as far as what you're building. And if you're putting all your money or even the lion's share of your money in a pre-tax strategy, the government's going to get a huge, huge piece of it. And
Mhm.
here's the thing, they don't need to. Okay, there are things that you can do to minimize that tax implication down the road, right? Save money on taxes, pay it today, get it out of the way. That's the motto. Pay it today, it's out of the way,
I love
right?
that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's all I've got for today. I just want everybody to kind of be alert. If you've got a question on that, reach out to us, at Winnie Lee Online or, at Black Swan Money, johncleaver.com or whatever the case may be. Just reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help you. If you want to get on one of our special events, we've got different events. You can go to our parent site, tpgstrategies.com, and see some upcoming events we have. We talk about this stuff all the time. We've got a book club we do. I mean, there's a lot of different ways we're trying to educate people all through Black Swan Money, the Black Swan Money Club, right? That's coming up. So find us on Facebook, join us. But again, make some money moves. Don't just sit there in the status quo like the rest of the sheeple and just go, okay, well, it is what it is. No, take action, do something, and build wealth for your family. So thanks, everybody. It was great. Again, we're here every Tuesday. Click that little subscribe button down below, right? Show some love and share this with your friends. Give us a thumbs up if you got some love in here. And Wendy, have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.